Welcome back, Chevrolet booth here, 2012 SEMA. My name's Dennis Pitzenbarger, and I have the distinct pleasure of bringing to you some of the builders who have won prestigious awards from Chevrolet with both my partner Bob, and thank you so much for coming by. But Rick Bottom Designs, how you doing today, Rick?
Great, Dennis.
It's good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
You are a trooper, have not missed a SEMA show since 1996. My gosh, how much has this changed for you?
It's a disease, brother. Passion for cars. My inspiration for the first SEMA build was just have something cool to drive, okay? And every year they've gotten better and cooler, and by the way, great tattoo.
I appreciate that. I have a few logos to put back on there, but I appreciate that. Now, listen, you were given the award for Best Interior Design, and I went over and looked at the car, and I gotta say, mixing both materials and texture is sometimes a very tricky bag of tricks to get into, and you did a great job of blending several different designs into one that works very beautifully together.
Right. It was a total vision, a total car vision, okay? Take the Camaro upscale, so I'm thinking Euro, I'm thinking upscale luxury, but the thing's still fast, it performs, so I'm saying wood with thunder, okay?
I like that. I did notice the badge under the hood. I believe it said 805.
806.
806. I'm sorry to leave one out.
It might do 810 in Vegas. They got 100 octane here, so.
It does make a difference. Well, you talked about it being a vision. When you look at something as a design, do you have kind of that epiphany where it just pops in your head, or do you sit down with materials like maybe the way you would decorate a house?
A little bit of both. I've been blessed with really good spatial aptitude. I can see a car finished before it's finished, and I think that's my advantage. I don't think it's something you can learn, you either have it or not, so I've been blessed with that, yeah.
Well, one of the other hard parts about giving these awards out is actually giving the awards out to the right people. And Bob, you know, you manage the group of people that look at so many different entries into this level. When a car comes to you like this, what is it that stands out? As obviously with Rick's Camaro, something certainly caught your guy's eye.
Well, first of all, with Rick, his advantage is we've worked with him before. We know he's a high-quality builder. These awards are the Oscars of the SEMA show. We look at high quality, great definition. Execution has to be tremendous. And then we're looking for some special new cues. One of the things that Rick brought to this car was he added a lot of chrome trim, which really sets the car off very elegantly and did a lot in the decision.
Well, that's been kind of the trend sometimes, is to kind of almost water the cars down. You went the other direction. I love the chrome trim around the outside. Right. I mean, chrome that's everybody's favorite color, I thought.
Right. Well, the last few years, the trends were flat paint, understated, and I'm like, I always liked the trim on an old car. It gave it character. It makes it look rich. And I think a lot of the older guys loved my car, but the young guys they're looking at chrome again in a new way, you know. If
you had to talk to someone who was just getting into building, obviously tremendous amount of experience, both building cars and with Chevrolet, what advice would you give them if they wanted to, you know, make that interior that might knock you off the top of the ladder?
Well, they might not do everything I did, but of course you want to personalize your car, and working with Chevrolet, that's quite easy because you have a lot of choices. You have road wire, leather, they'll make almost any combination of upholstery for you. And it's just a matter of receiving it in the mail and putting it on. So it's really easy.
That's where Rick becomes a master in the artistry. He can bring the interior and make that pop, take all of the elements from the exterior and make that complement one another and work together.
Well, that's it, and you got to make it pop. I think that's a great way to describe it.
One of our challenges was, which award do we give Rick? Because his car could have been applied for various different awards.
I got to know this. What does this mean to you to get another award from Chevrolet? Each and every time, it's got to be a rush, a feeling of satisfaction.
You hit it on the head. It's gratification, satisfaction that your hard work is acknowledged, and it's just as thrilling as the first one.
I got to ask you, now you've had so much experience. There's something planned for next year. Have you already seen that in your head as you put it?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Are we on a need-to-know basis?
Very much so.
Well, I really appreciate you coming by. Rick from Rick Bottom Designs, a great automobile. If you have a chance, make sure and go check it out. I love the design. I love the look of the car. The addition of both the interior and the addition of chrome has been excellent. Bob, thank you so much for coming by and helping us explore what Rick did. SEMA 2012 will be back in just a moment.